Thanksgiving by Edgar Albert Guest, 1881 to 1959. Getting together to smile and rejoice, and eatin and laughin with folks of your choice, and kissin the girls and declaring that they are growing more beautiful day after day, chattin and braggin a bit with the men, building the old family circle again, living the wholesome and old-fashioned cheer just for a while at the end of the year. Greetings fly fast as we crowd through the door, and under the old roof we gather once more, just as we did when the youngsters were small. Mother's a little bit greyer, that's all. Father's a little bit older, but still ready to romp and to laugh with a will. Here we are back at the table again, telling our stories as women and men. Bowed are our heads for a moment in prayer. Oh, but we're grateful and glad to be there. Home from the East Land and home from the West, home with the folks that are dearest and best. Out of the sham of the cities afar, we've come for a time to be just what we are. Here we can talk of ourselves and be frank, forgetting position and station and rank. Give me the end of the year and it's fun, when most of the planning and toiling is done. Bring all the wanderers home to the nest. Let me sit down with the ones I love best. Hear the old voices still ringing with song. See the old faces unblemished by wrong. See the old table with all of its chairs, and I'll put soul in my Thanksgiving prayers. Okay, this is a poem about Thanksgiving by Edgar Albert Guest. So Edgar Guest was born in Birmingham, and he lived in Birmingham until he was 10 years old. Then his father lost his job and they went to Detroit in Michigan. And a few years later, Edgar started working for the Detroit Free Press, the Detroit newspaper, and he worked there for the next 30 years. He wrote a huge number of poems, and they say that he had a poem published in a newspaper every day for at least 30 years. So, Thanksgiving. Well, that's what this poem is about. It's about Thanksgiving. It's talking about family reunions. It's talking about being together with your family and how this American tradition of being with your family at Thanksgiving is a wonderful thing. It shows the joy of everybody meeting together in this wonderful atmosphere, everybody laughing and having fun in the same old family house. And this is focusing on the family bonds. Okay, this poem, it also talks about the passage of time. If you notice, the mother's greyer and father's older, so time is moving along, and this is showing that change is something that happens inevitably. Also, this poem, it talks about appreciation, about gratitude. They're giving thanks, but this is Thanksgiving, and that's the idea of Thanksgiving. And the poem is being grateful that you're at being able to reunite with everybody in the family. It doesn't matter how far away they come from. And then there's nostalgia as well, because it talks about the old house and the old table and the chairs and the customs and things like that. And then it also talks about being real. Yeah, that when you're at home with these people, you can be real. You can actually be who you are. This is simple. You don't have to hide to give this face or this impression of the person you are when you're at work or when you're where you live. And that's what this is. This is about Thanksgiving. It's about being at home. It's about reunions. Getting together to smile and rejoice, and eating and laughing with folks of your choice. So this is Thanksgiving. You're smiling and rejoicing, you're happy, and you're eating and laughing with the people that you want to be with. Notice again, he's using this dialect where many of the last letter, the last consonant of words have gone, and it's showing that this is an ordinary bloke, this is an ordinary person, this isn't some clever highbrow person, this is just the ordinary American. And kissing the girls and declaring that they are growing more beautiful day after day. So you kiss the girls who are there, and you tell them every year you're more beautiful. Yeah, every year you're more beautiful. And chatting and bragging a bit with the men. So you chat with the men and you brag. You tell them how fantastic you are and all the incredible things that you've done. Building the old family circle again, reuniting the family bonds, putting the family bonds together. Living the wholesome and old-fashioned cheer, just for a while at the end of the year. So you're living this old-fashioned thing, this old-fashioned family group, and it is just for a little while at the end of November each year. And this is something that's perhaps old-fashioned, that it doesn't exist in on other days of the year, but on this festival, on Thanksgiving, it certainly does. Greetings fly fast as we crowd through the door, and under the old roof we gather once more. So everybody's saying hello, everybody's greeting everybody as everybody comes through the door. And we're all under the old roof, the same old house where we grew up. So here are his brothers, his sisters, his family, their families. And they're all gathered under the roof of the old house. And this is just like they did when his children were small. Mother's a little bit greyer, that's all. And father's a little bit older, but still ready to romp and to laugh with a will. So the parents, they're a bit older, mother's a bit greyer, father's older as well, but they still have, they want to play with everyone else, they want to laugh, they want to be happy with their families. Here we are back at the table again, telling our stories as women and men. So we're all back in the family home, but now we're grown up. We're no longer children. We're grown up men and women, and we're telling our stories and telling the things that have happened to us this year. Bowed are our heads for a moment in prayer, but oh, we're grateful and glad to be there. So now we have a moment of respect, a moment of prayer, and here this is tradition. A moment of prayer before the food, and everybody's grateful to be there. So they were all feeling nostalgia for the home from the East Land and home from the West. So some of the family have come from the East and some have come from the West, but they've all come to this home with the folks that are dearest and best. So we get to meet again with our families, with the people that we love most. Out of the sham of the cities afar, we've come for a time to be just what we are. So we've left the cities that we live in a long way away, where we're pretending to be different things. We're pretending to be important. We're pretending to be people we're not. We've come here to home, and this is the place where we can be the person that we really are. Here we can talk of ourselves and be frank, forgetting position and station and rank. So here we can talk to our families, we can talk directly, we don't have to hide anything. It doesn't matter how important we are, there are no positions of importance or rank. Give me the end of the year and it's fun, when most of the planning and toiling is done. So give me this meeting, this reunion at Thanksgiving, at the end of the year, when most of the hard work of the year is over. Most of the toiling and planning has been done for the year, and the year is almost finished. This is the end of November, and Christmas is coming. Bring all the wanderers home to the nest. Let me sit down with the ones I love best. So bring all the people who've gone all sorts of places from the family, bring them all back to the original nest. Let me sit down with all of these people who I love. Hear the old voices still ringing with song. See the old faces unblemished by wrong. So hear all of these people that you love. Hear them singing again. Hear them being happy, and see their faces, and nothing has gone wrong. That your feelings for them are the same as they've always been. See the old table with all of its chairs. So, yes, see the old table. This is nostalgia. I used to sit at this table. These chairs always used to be here. And I'll put my soul, I'll put all of me into my prayers at Thanksgiving. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Thanksgiving by Edgar Albert Guest.